Finally, HP4 race type of day. I've been wanting to ride this bike so bad, but as you know, this is not just any bike, so I gotta be a little selective where I take it. And I really wanted to take the Rush today because Mr. MV is gonna be riding my brand new Brutale RR. So we're gonna be going together to this Ducati meet and crash it with other European bikes that are not Ducatis. New gloves, they're very tight. If you're wondering where I got them from right here, Pandu Moto. Not sponsored, just cool gloves, so shouting them out. Balance, come off. It's a whole process. Oh, this is also the first ride with the new lever guards, so that's exciting. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am riding finally my HP4 race, and me and Mr. MV on my brand new Brutale RR, as I said in the intro. He's riding the new MV that we have, and we are crashing at Ducati meet. We're going to Ducati meet very much. It was a last minute decision. I was gonna take the Rush. I was like, man, I've been wanting to ride this thing, and I was like, whatever, let's just take the HP4 race. Very last minute decision. Man, I was used to riding the new bike, which was regular shifting, so now we're back to GP shifting, and I'm messing up every shift. And I also realized how fast and aggressive of a riding position this bike is. I mean, I went from my most comfortable, the new one, the naked Brutale RR, to this, which is the most race position. So I've been playing around with the subframe because you can actually change it. It's not the subframe, it's like the whole seat technically, but I've been messing around with that because you can raise it and lower it. Now it's in the medium setting, which looks better, but I'm gonna raise it back up because, man, the seating position is so tucked. As you guys see, Mr. MV on the Brutale RR. There we go, that's the screen I want to see. It's already at 94, climbing up fast. We don't want to be too much over 100. That's what I know. And obviously it's summer, so it's very hot, so it's going to be even less opportunities to ride this thing. And yes, don't worry, we have a couple actually exhaust solutions coming up for the HP4 race, so stay tuned for that because that's gonna sound crazy. And I know, I've seen the comments. This is a World Superbike full system, so I don't think I'm gonna be replacing it permanently. It's gonna be just a temporary thing, just a slip-on solution, just so we can hear the bike in her, full potential, screaming and all. Because now it's definitely a tad too quiet for my liking. Yeah, the white grips are already getting destroyed. I don't know what, I've taken this thing on like 5 rides. So we're probably gonna go back to probably black grips just because of the lever guards. Haha, the Brutale R sounds pretty spicy. A lot of Ducatis. Speaking about Ducatis, today they unveiled the new Panigale V4R. The new Panigale V4, which if you haven't seen, being a menace. I'll just put it right here under the tent, I guess. That's nice with all the forged carbon. No kickstand, so we gotta do this whole ritual thing. Or you can just grab it actually, since I have you. No, just grab my kickstand. Should be solid. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, dude, the white grips are already getting destroyed. Ooh, an SP2 over here. I thought there'd be a ton of people here. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. It's 50-50. Oh yeah, I was saying, did you guys see the new Panigale V4? The 2025 one? Pretty much it's the new redesigned one. The new gen, if you want to call it that. I mean, obviously they're not going to have any here because they just announced it. But I am looking forward to seeing it in person because, I don't know, let me know in the comments below if you guys like it or do not like it. I'm a little 50-50 about it. I don't think it looks as aggressive and pretty as the new older ones, but it's not too bad. Huh?
Where do you guys come from?
About 20 minutes. Yeah, not too far.
Like, damn, how far is he riding an HP4?
Yeah, last minute decision. I was like, whatever, let's take it out.
That's rad.
Thank you, man. Check out what they have inside. All the V4Rs. Yeah, I feel like this gen just, you can't top it, to be honest. And I did call it. I can't blame Ducati because these are just so pretty and so well made. So, hey, it's just hard to beat how beautiful these bikes are. Especially the first gen, obviously. Like the V4 that I have, that's my favorite bike. Obviously that and the Superleggera, those are the best looking ones. Actually, you're welcome, Steve. Remember to take off the ND filter. So for you guys, it looks better now and you're not complaining that it's too dark. The Lamborghini Street Fighter, which recently I put a vote in on my Instagram story. If you want to be part of that, follow my Instagram. And I was like, is my Rush the best looking naked bike? And some people said no. This is definitely up there. I think this is one of the ones that, you know, one of the best looking naked bikes out there, just because of that whole Lambo redesign and all that, all the carbon and crazy stuff. Ooh, the Desmos Dici. I want to ride one of those one day. I feel like a lot of people hype this up and say it's one of the craziest bikes. So one day I want to ride the Desmos Dici. I think that'd be cool. I don't think I'd ever own one. I just don't know enough about it. It's like a little before my time. But
dude, you must be getting big. Everybody's going, dude, I saw MK. I'm like, no way.
good. How are you? Nice seeing you too.
Probably had 8 people in a week go, yeah, I saw MK and he comes in here and you know him? I'm like, yeah, I know him.
I had to stop by. It was last minute. I didn't even see this. And then he sent it. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I had to come by real quick. Thank you. Wait. What do you think about the new V4?
Hey, that's amazing. I mean, if you watch the hour-long video, it really does explain in detail what they really went to a lot of extensive.
Yeah.
What came from racing really has inspired this bike. And everybody's a second faster. It's pretty easy to tell.
Yeah.
Ride like that.
The real question is, when are you guys getting one? Because I want to see it in person. November. Oh my God, that's
916.
That's far. I did see that. That's beautiful.
This one we're gonna sell that for 63 grand. So if anybody wants
63 for those. It's pretty much an R, right? Or is it technically?
P or an S.
Okay, so it's
An S with a bunch of paint and a signature. 260 units in the world.
Okay.
6 in the country.
So it's like an even more special SP, pretty much.
Yeah, it's way more special because there's only 260.
260, that's crazy. See, I was saying I like the aesthetic of this gen better. The new one looks great, like different.
We're gonna say that initially.
But
it's a new thing. It happens every
yeah.
time something new comes out.
No, when these came out, I was obsessed.
Yeah, I mean,
These were.
evolved.
Yeah.
I mean, it took a couple years ago.
Yeah. What is going on out there?
I'm gonna help them sit on the bike.
For sure, yeah. Nice talking to you. So yeah, I was saying actually, which you guys might hate me, but let me know in the comments. I was saying the new Panigale V4 looks kind of like the Super Sport. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Super Sport. Doesn't it? It kind of has like that same front face, something like that. So, I don't know. That's the vibe that it gave me. Not as aggressive as this gen. Still beautiful though. Oh, that's Mr. MV revving my Brutale RR. So yeah, I was telling you guys right here. Here you can move the entire like seat, rear panel. This is all like really light carbon piece, and you guys can see actually the lowest adjustment here. So I need to raise it higher up because this is so tucked, like insanely tucked. I hear a dry clutch. More bikes pulling in. This is nice too, the forged carbon. I always appreciate Ducatis. I feel like, oh, sorry, caught my attention. The 916, pretty. Can't miss that dry clutch sound. But yeah, Ducatis are like one of the only bikes that can pull off forged carbon, in my opinion. Not many bikes look good with forged carbon. The forged carbon with the red just looks fancy and pretty. So yeah, we were talking about the new V4. Power-wise, it's a little underwhelming because they made, what did it say? I think 216, which is the same horsepower that the old gens make, but the US market, for whatever reason, are getting 209 horsepower. So that's not great, but it's kind of like the Fireblade Triple R situation. I'm assuming it's like a tune thing, maybe velocity stacks, and that could be fixed. So it's not a big issue, but still, let's just take the Euro spec, which is 216. They make the same horsepower as the older gen, but they are obviously more race designed. Goodbye to the single-sided swing arm that was absolutely beautiful and is sad to see go, but I understand why they got rid of it. Also, there is the weight. I think it's about 10 pounds lighter, if I'm not wrong. It said around 412 wet, versus my V4R was about 425 wet, and I believe the R is even lighter than the regular one, so definitely a good amount of weight reduced. I'm curious to see the new V4R and the Super Leg though. I think when those come out, that's going to be very, very crazy. Oh, there's actually another thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is the new, what are the odds that not only the Panigale V4 got released today, but also the new Corvette, is it called? It's not a Z06. No, it's the ZR1. My brain was like, hold on a second. C8 ZR1. There you go. That's the full name. The new Corvette ZR1. What do you guys think about that? If you haven't checked it out, I guess I'll throw a picture in here too for you guys. Because that thing was ridiculous. It's mind-blowing. I'm pretty sure the Z06, which is already a very fast car, and the most powerful like V8 NA engine, as I heard, and that thing I think makes like 670 or something like that. Don't quote me, but it's somewhere up there, which is a lot of horsepower for a rear-wheel drive car. And then they come out with the ZR1, which I'm assuming, I was expecting like 100 to 200 more horsepower, and they just went like, nah. Chevy just went all full on savage mode, and it makes 1,064 horsepower. How crazy is that? Like the fact that there's so many production cars that make over 1,000 now is kind of crazy. So we have obviously my Plaid making 1,020 horsepower, the Vuelto, the new Lambo, making I think about the same, and then the SF90 making also about 1,000 horsepower, and now Corvette C8 ZR1 also making over 1,000 horsepower. So that's ridiculous. I would love to see a race between the Plaid, the ZR1, the Vuelto, and the SF90. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
That one time I was hoping you would bring the Rush here, and then we took off, and I saw your video. You actually did, but you kind of came out short, like 2 miles down the road. You ran out of gas that one time?
Oh yeah. When I ran out of gas, I definitely remember that one time. I actually was gonna bring the Rush. I took the key for the Rush, and then last second I was like, I'll just take this out. Next time, hopefully I'll bring the Rush here.
And your Rush is like, for me, it's like one of the best ones you have in your collection.
I can see that. Do you like naked?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just saying. But yeah, the Rush is definitely up there. That's what I was saying too. This bike is fun. It's definitely crazy.
Have you ever seen the Honda, the RCV, the MotoGP bike they have?
Oh yeah. I've seen the comments. So many people want me to get that bike. It's just,
I haven't seen one in person.
I've never seen one in person either. I didn't really know it exists either. It's a little bit older. The issue with it though, besides the price tag, I think it's a $200,000 bike. I think the issue is the power too. It doesn't really make, if I'm not wrong, I forgot. I looked at it and I was like, wow, that's kind of underwhelming. Personally, if a bike makes under 200 horsepower, it's not really interesting for me. So like all the bikes that I like are over usually 200 horsepower, just because I don't know, I feel like if you're used to H2Rs, and even this is so light, so it feels so fast, going back to something that is less, even though it's probably more raw, personally I'd rather get the Desmo Sedici over the Honda. So I was like, I don't know, man. I get it that it's a MotoGP bike, but MotoGP bike like years ago, not now. You know what I mean? So I feel like I don't think it can hang with
Desmos are like 60 right now. The Desmo, you can get it for like 60 right now.
See, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. And that bike, I feel like
The price didn't go up on those.
the Desmos, yeah, it's definitely, it's weird with bikes. I don't understand how the market goes, because even the Superleggeras, the prices go down. Actually, the 1299 Superleggera, which I really want one of those, the price went down and now it's back up. You can get them for about like the same price they were brand new. They were going for like 80 and now they're selling for I think like 70, 75. I'm like, it's pretty much brand new, which is crazy because they used to be like around 50 and now it went back up. So the bike market is kind of crazy, to be honest. This is a good deal though. It's an $80,000 bike. They're going for half the price right now.
Didn't you say it's basically an engine swap every 3,000 miles?
That is true. That is true. It does require an engine swap with every 3,000 miles.
Every 3,000.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, what's going to happen? I'm just going to ride it till the engine blows. Either way, I have to swap it, right? So, and I'm pretty sure they say that for optimal performance at the racetrack, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's
7 engines every season. Every race season is like 7.
exactly. They probably say that for those reasons, liability too, because they also say the frame, since it's a full carbon frame, I think that also needs to be changed like every 5,000 miles or something ridiculous like that, which I think that's $15,000 too. So I'm like, bro, at this point, it's a whole new bike every 5,000 miles.
But if you take it easy on it, it should last longer.
Exactly, it should. I got it as a collectible piece.
80% all the time, you should be fine.
Exactly. And honestly, unless you have a really nice track, you can't really ride this thing hard enough for it to need those services. And we don't have any nice tracks around here, so it's a lose-lose situation. Technically, I win-win. I want to see the new Panigale. What's that, man?
Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too, man. Nice seeing you.
You seen the video?
I know, I've seen the video. I was just talking about it in the video. Aesthetically, I'm not a huge fan, but yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks like a super sport in my opinion. I know, that's pretty aggressive.
I was telling you it looks like a new Italian Fireblade, you know?
That too, honestly, yeah. The new Fireblade Triple R, they kind of have that same... Not it. I think those look more aggressive, but for performance, I get it. Hopefully the V4R, the new one, or the Superleggera are going to look even crazier, so still have some hope. Ducati can do it, I believe. Maybe, hopefully. Nice talking to you, bro. I know they're not unveiling the new Panigale V4, so... Oh, okay, I see. They're showing it on the screen. I saw it on the screen this whole morning, so I'm good enough. I've literally been staring at videos between the new Panigale V4 and the ZR1, the C8 ZR1. I've been staring at those two new... What are the odds? They release them literally back to back. Like, you wake up...
That's weird because it's a Thursday, too. Everybody releases stuff on Tuesdays. It's kind of odd.
It's definitely odd. I mean, two really sick... I mean, the ZR1 is a lot more sick, to be honest. And, bro, do you believe that? Over 1,000 horsepower?
I mean, it's cool.
That's crazy. The new Corvette, the ZR1, 1,064 horsepower.
I had motorcycles in my head. I was like,
Nah. Motorcycle with 1,000 horsepower is a death trap. That is not... I mean, even I was talking the Corvette, it's a rear-wheel drive, so that's really not that usable with that much power. All right, let's dip out before sunset since I don't have lights. How you like it?
oh, dude, I forgot how fun it is. No, I'm being honest. I was riding it and I was like, oh, man. It feels so small and light under you.
That's what I'm saying. It feels definitely more nimble than the Rush.
Yeah, it does. I feel like it feels more nimble than the previous ones I rode. I don't know why. But I was stoked. I was like, what? And like, because there's no fairing, it's like you feel like you're on this like ball of power and you can do whatever you want.
I don't know about that, brother. When I took it to the DDE meet on the way back, I was mobbing on this thing. The no fairing for such a long period of time is brutal. It's brutal, man. I was like kissing the helmet the whole time because this shit was just shoved back all the way. I can't breathe because my nose is all crooked from the helmet. It was rough.
I was like, it feels like you're flying because there's nothing in front of you. You're just like all there.
It's fun for short rides like this. Like, that's not too bad. But yesterday I went to Compton. That was not it.
Yeah, I did an hour on my Hyper right now, so I gotta go back.
Sheesh. As long as you're not doing 150 plus on the track. Sounds good, huh?
Yeah, it sounds super good. Dude, the pops are so good.
I know. I heard it like right here.
I did it on purpose. I was like,
I'm excited to get a little slip on for that thing. It's gonna sound pretty wild.
what, like SC?
Yeah, probably gonna do an SC. It's just, this is a World Superbike exhaust that it comes with, so there's no like brackets, there's no nothing for it. So I'm gonna try to hopefully custom fit it, just a slip on.
People that are out there that'll make them.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do something like, like bad looking, because, it's a very unique bike. So I want to keep it classy. So we'll see. We'll figure something out, or maybe I'll just throw this back on and just run the SC sometimes. It's pretty easy if it's just a slip on to swap them out. All right, let's go before it gets too dark. Gear up. I was like, should I ask him to help me out and put the thingy in the back? But it's okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. I got it. Thank you. You want to just put it back in the backpack? Thank you. Need a whole pit crew for this thing. This bike feels so light. It's kind of crazy. When you're just walking, it is a piece of cake. Yeah, this thing would just a slip-on will sound crazy. Yeah, I really like the lever guards, and bro, look how wide the H2R is. Like, this is not even close from touching the fairing. The H2R did so many adjustments and stuff like that, and it was still touching. I should put it in launch control mode next time I want to rev it. Caught in 4K. Caught in 4K. Come on now, bike is getting warm. Oh, we're about to touch 199. 100, I'm feeling the heat. There we go, perfect timing. Brother, how am I gonna squeeze next to this guy? This sounds sick. Another MV. He starts freaking out. He's like, no way! Super Veloce. Dude, I love the Super Veloce 1000. I feel like one day we need to get that bike added to the collection. But also, that's an $80,000 bike, which is kind of ridiculous. It's the same price as the HP4 race. I guess that's not too ridiculous, but it is a little bit, because this bike is literally dressed up with all type of accessories. Carbon frame, crazy expensive forks, crazy expensive calipers. Everything is on this thing is expensive. Mr. MV is like, what? Cloud 9. Come on, turn green so we can make it. Oh, it's telling me temperature is high. Yeah, I'm gonna just turn it off at lights. Oof. Wait, what? I forgot the kill switch. Sorry, dude behind me. On the bike real quick. This bike, it gets up to speed like, I don't think I have any other bike that gets up to like top speed this fast and this smoothly as well. Yeah, I'll admit something. You guys are right. With this one, everyone's like, it's a race bike, why are you riding on the street? I thought it's gonna be like somewhat similar to the H2R, because the H2R, I feel like it's not really like a track bike, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they say. Another popo. But it's not a true track bike. This is a true track bike. Oh my god, now I need fuel. Oh, fuel light went away. We'll just keep a little more chill, because I don't want to stop and get gas right now. It's better to get gas. Oh my god, it's so bumpy. No electronic suspension. Oy, oy. Oh my god. Yeah, this bike is definitely, it's more like a true track bike, track oriented and all that, so. It's definitely not as fun to just kind of like cruise around with and all that. It's the type of bike that I want to like mob on 24/7. Well, I feel like, you know, the meet was a little slow today, but we still took the HP4 race out. And we talked about a lot of things in the Open Gallery before, the 0R1, and I don't know, I feel like there's more stuff, but yeah, as I said, stay tuned. I literally went to a meet yesterday, to this meet today, another meet probably gonna go tomorrow, and there's another one after tomorrow. There's meets every day. Sometimes, very occasionally, I do post them on my Instagram. So stay tuned, follow me on Instagram if you want, same name as my YouTube channel. That bike does look pretty aggressive. I feel like I like the headlight of the Brutality R better, but I like the tail light of the Rush better. Definitely like the quad exhaust, and I hear you guys' comments. You guys want me to get the Aero exhaust, which we will be getting, but the thing is I can't say too much. All I'm gonna say is that I already have titanium headers, but just trust me the process. The bike is gonna sound insane. Maybe this one, maybe the next one. Just trust the process, boys. It's like a full-on cop bike, but he's not a cop. The no speedometer thing on this thing is also a little trippy. I'm a little more used to it now though. Yeah, like I feel like that sounds good enough where you enjoy that way it sounds good, but doesn't get you in trouble. Kind of similar to this, you know what I mean? Like it's not so loud where a cop is gonna be like, yo man, this is obnoxious, you're getting a ticket. Both of these bikes can get away with, I'm talking about just how loud they are exhaust wise. But definitely the MV is a bit louder, it has a nicer tone. This needs a little more oomph, which is why we're gonna, well, when we do the slip on, this thing is gonna be obnoxious to be honest, because that Alcro muffler is huge. Got me thinking, I wonder if BMW is ever gonna make something similar to the HP4 race. Like a track only focus, but of the new M1000RR. That would be pretty crazy. I do like what they've done better with the M1000RR though, because it's technically like a track bike, the M1000, that's why it's different from the S1000RR. But they still made it for the street. It's just obviously not as crazy as intense as this. Not nearly, to be honest. But I do miss my M1000RR. I might be riding in one of the next meets coming up. Oh, no, no, no. Too bumpy over here. We got carbon wheels. Alright, you guys. We're gonna end this video here since there's no more pulls because, as I said, we need gas, so we're just taking it calm. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of more of a chill video, even though we took the HP4 race out. As I said, like, the more I ride it, Cybertruck, the more I ride it, the more I realize that, like, I don't think it's a bike that I'm gonna be, like, moving as fast on. It's just, I feel guilty. It's a collectible piece, which is funny because it's a race bike, but like, you know, we're not at the racetrack. And, you know, I don't know. It's definitely one of these bikes that I'm like, oh, I got it because it's cool and all, but I was like, I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, the Sunset looks pretty. Because at first I thought it was gonna be similar to the HR, where I can just take it to meets and stuff like that, but, you know, there's a lot more complications as we said. This is a full-on, proper race bike. But yeah, as I was saying, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one, which should be, I want to take the HR to one of the meets, so hopefully that's gonna happen. But yeah, as Mr. MB takes off, I'm gonna end this video here. Just ride safe, guys.